Hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome back to my Let's Play Minecraft beta. Alright, sun's about to come up, so let me show you what I've done. I added another furnace here. I did that a couple videos ago but I never mentioned it. So I got 4 going at any given time. That's pretty nice. I haven't changed anything downstairs, but let me show you everything I've done upstairs. I've done quite a bit up here. First thing you'll notice is a painting I made. And in order to make a painting, you make inside the 3x3 crafting square, you put sticks all the way around the outside and throw a piece of wool in the center, and it'll give you a picture. Now when you post it, or when you plant it on the wall, it can display any given number of sizes. I'm not sure exactly how many different pictures there are. But every time you place it, it'll be a random picture, and I'll get it far enough away so I don't hit it on accident. But when you smack it with anything, it'll reset itself, pop off the wall, and then you can reset it again. So I got one that fits like in between the torches perfectly, so I'm happy with that. I threw in a couch over here, and obviously those wouldn't be that comfortable to sit on, but hey, it's pretty much the only thing we got to work with, so no complaints on my end, hopefully not on yours as well. I'm thinking about putting a table of sorts here. Not sure how I want to do it though. I wonder if just like wooden blocks, 3 wooden blocks, I wonder if that would look good. I threw a jukebox here. A jukebox is you take wooden planks all the way around the outside of the crafting square, and then you put a diamond in the middle, and it creates a jukebox. There's 2 records that exist in the game, and you can find them in dungeons. I have yet to find anything. But there's another way to get them, and that is to have a skeleton kill a creeper with his arrows. And much easier said than done, because it's never fun playing with skeletons and creepers at the same time. However, if you manage this feat, and also to compound that problem, it's at night, so anybody around that sees you attempting to do this is going to join in the fun. And by fun, oh, sorry, something popped up on my screen. Anyways, and by fun I mean, killing you. So, not easy to do, but it is what it is. So I used that last diamond I had to do that. So yes, eventually I'll be making a video. Pretty much just going to be like diamond or bust. I don't leave underground until I have diamonds, and I'll take a huge amount of supplies with me, and we'll go explore a new cave. Not sure what I want to do over here. These bookshelves that I made, which is in the 3x3 crafted square again, the top 3 rows, the top 3 squares, and the bottom 3 squares are wooden planks, and the middle 3 are books, and that makes a bookshelf. So I have 3 of those right now. I was planning on lining this entire thing with it, kind of make my own personal library in here. When I get enough books, I'll eventually do that. Alright, this is the bed. Once again, that would not be comfortable to sleep on. I get that. But we are limited on what we could do. So I put a little window in here so he can get some light on his face to wake him up in the morning, even though sun rises that direction, but still, light will get in here. So these are supposed to be lamps. I get it, there is just dirt blocks on top, but I think the next video I make, possibly the next video I make, will be me going and building a portal into the nether and going to get lightstone blocks, which are basically placeable blocks just like this, but they give out a light source. It's like almost like a torch. So these will be my lamps. So whenever I go collect enough of that, and like I said, I plan on making a video of that very soon. And that place is awful, but I need to take you in there with me and show you what it's all about. So I'll be collecting that soon. These are wool for the pillows, probably the only thing that makes sense on this bed, and a little table. And this room I'm very proud of. Now this right here, this is a pool table. I hope you like it. I thought it was pretty cool. So this is grass in the middle, because I mean it looks okay, but getting this to grow was a pain in the fucking ass. I had to, at the beginning of this video, you saw those retarded spiders jumping up and down. Then you saw what looked like dirt steps going up, right? Well, I cut a hole in here, and I built steps all the way to attach the grass outside to the dirt that was going to this table. So, and it took like 8 night cycles or something like that, but eventually I just left my game on and just let it do its thing. and the grass eventually spread to here. So anyways, this is the lighting source I got going on. I thought about doing lightstone blocks as well, but I like the way this looks, so I think I'm going to keep it this way. And I got pool cues. I was thinking about making them 3 tall, but I thought it was just a little bit ridiculous, the height, compared to your avatar. So I left them 2 tall. Tell me what you think about those. I like them, but of course you can't lay them against the wall. They're always gonna have that space, but it is what it is. You got a table over here, and you got chairs. What you do with this is you do wooden steps, which I'll show you how to make those sometimes. Kind of hard to describe on the crafting square, but you do the wooden steps, and then you do a sign on either side. Just you can put writing on the sign if you really want to, but you just attach the sign to the side, and you got your steps. So also over here we have our big screen high definition television. I love this thing. I built one in my last world. And there's actually, if you look in my channel, a while back before I started doing the Minecraft Let's Plays and stuff like that, and somewhere in the middle of the Duke Nukem Let's Plays that I have, I did a Welcome to my Minecraft World video. And I had a TV similar to this in there, except it was only 3x2. It wasn't 4x2. So I made this one a little bit bigger for symmetry reasons, because I am a nerd like that. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. And I threw a couch in here. I thought the wool couch on top of a wool carpet would look retarded, but I think it looks okay. And of course, once again, that can't possibly be comfortable, but we don't have a whole lot to work with here. Did a double step chair. Same thing, just put them side by side. No different. Signs on the sides. Once again, torches, or this is going to be a lamp. And once I get this lamp going with the lightstone block, I'm going to take these torches out. Yeah, I don't think lightstone is quite as bright as torches. I could be wrong. I've never actually collected in any game, collected it and built it into a block and used it as a light source yet. So that'll be something new for me. Anyways, let's head on over to the other side, over to my spawn, because I want to start building a lighthouse in this video. This is an iron door. You cannot open it by clicking on it, so I placed a button in here, which is 2 of the smooth stone blocks, one on top, one below it, inside the crafting square, and I make a button, and it acts as a pressure plate that you can press on the wall. And of course, I built a stone pressure plate here, which is the same as wooden pressure plate rather, but smooth stone. Whoa, he almost stopped us. Chicken does not have the power. We'll be going over there. And there's one more addition I made in here, I think, that I can show you. And it's pretty much the thing I just ended up showing you over there. I threw a crafting block over here, but same thing. Stone switch, door opens, iron door, and I got a button on the outside. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go over. I got a bunch of cobblestone to work with. I built some ladders so I can climb it. I think I'm gonna climb it from the inside, and I'll build through the night, because nothing except for the occasional skeleton sharpshooter can get me. So I will be building through the night in this video. And hopefully, hopefully I can think of something cool and exciting to talk about, but if not, my apologies. We'll see. But Minecraft beta, so far, 3 or 4 videos into it, is exactly what I expected it would be, just a less buggy version of alpha. There was a secret, Notch occasionally does secret updates to this game. Not sure why, but sometimes Minecraft will load and it'll be installing packages and stuff like that, so I'll be like, oh cool, an update came out. But I won't be able to find patch notes on it at all. So, and this was, much the same. So I was wondering what it was, but I think it was just another minor bug fix update, and Notch didn't want to get people's hopes up. Alright, so I've got my screen a little bit smaller. It's not quite maximized, because on the side I've got my Mozilla Firefox open, and I'm looking at the... What the fuck? Did you guys see that? That was crazy looking. Look at that. You can see the inside the map. Oh, no more fun. That was a cool little glitch. Guess I could have found a dungeon that way. I've heard of people being able to look through before Notch patched it, being able to look through the walls and find dungeons and stuff like that, which is, very much against the spirit of exploring and whatnot. But hey, man, I'm trying to find my records. I want to be able to play records in my place. Apologize about the slow pace of this building, but I am working off a template. So, after the long break I took from this game, playing Black Ops and, generally just not playing a whole lot of Minecraft, I realized just how much I really do like this game. This game is fantastic, and it's funny because it's such a simple idea, you know what I mean? But it's just so, because it takes, oh, you can see my house, it's actually starting to look pretty big. It's such a simple idea, but it's so well, in my opinion, it's so well executed. I'm just really glad Notch thought this idea up. It's pretty awesome. Now, the only problem I might run into is, because as of right now, I don't have a whole lot of viewers on my videos. So I'm looking for as much viewer input as I can get. But if you don't have a huge subscriber base or something like that, of course those things take time to build up, if ever. Like some people just don't have a lot of exposure and whatnot. But I just don't want to run out of ideas and get stale again, because that is why I took a break from the last time I was playing, because it got kind of stale and I wasn't doing videos of it at all. So at least now I have something to look forward to, because the last thing I want to do is disappoint what fan base I have, because that's the reason I'm making these videos. I mean, I enjoy making them myself, but I mean, why do we put videos on YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, you do it for the people who are watching the videos. It makes me wonder if there's a certain amount of it is, people wanting attention. I wonder if that's what it boils down to. And I don't like to think so, because, oh, I'm getting all philosophical here. That's definitely not the direction I wanted to go when I said I hope I find something to talk about while I'm building through the night. Oh man, I will stop. Anyways, that was my 2 cents on the subject before I shied away from it. So yeah, I mean, you guys who watch my videos, by all means, please provide as much input as you can to things you would like to see me do in this game. Because, like I said, the last thing I want is for my Let's Play series to go stale. And I mean, I've been putting up more than one video a day, it feels like. So, I mean, full steam ahead at the moment, but you know how those things could change quickly. So, alright. Well, I'm going to continue to build. If I don't find anything to talk about while I'm building, you'll probably see me cut ahead, just like fade it into the daytime or whatever. So, and if I find something to talk about, obviously I'll keep talking. So, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm so perplexed over the issues I've been having with spiders recently. Like, I was collecting some more iron to make those doors that you saw that I had installed in my place in a couple different places, and I came out of a tunnel and I ran into a spider. It was daytime, and he turned around and he fucked me up, like unreasonable amount of damage he caused to me. Of course he killed me, and I just couldn't understand why, because it was during the daytime. I wasn't aggressive towards him. I wonder if it was just, oh, that's an awesome way to get down, by the way. Even if you fall from the very top of if you say you have a ladder right here, and you build a column all the way up to the top to where it will not let you build any higher, and you take one little step off there and drop straight down, this ladder will save you from dying. I'm not kidding. This high off the ground, it will save you, which is great. So it's good to know if you're doing your own building projects. It's quick ways to get down. There's something really cool I want to do at some point. I think it would be inappropriate or just out of place to do it to a lighthouse. But any type of strategical tower that I have built in the future, doing whatever I build, whatever castle and stuff like that, I saw a video that somebody put out, and they do a water elevator where at the very bottom they have how would I describe this? At the very bottom they had water flowing towards the elevator of sorts. And of the people who are watching the videos, if you've been in a boat before in this game and you run into a column of water, the boat will just like fly up it basically. So basically there was a big column of water flowing down, right? So at the very bottom he had a current flowing towards that. I'm not sure exactly how he set it up, but I'm gonna look at the template at some point. And it was crazy. Like of course the boat shot up like a rocket at the very top, and then he would get out. But the boat, and at the very top he had a current flowing, of course, towards the waterfall. So basically, when he wasn't in that boat, all it would do was like a continuous loop going from top to bottom, top to bottom. The boat never breaks. He said, whoever made it, he said that the boat's been running since he put it in and has never failed to work at all, or the boat's never broken once since he put it in. So the same boat, and he said it's been up for a couple months now while he's been playing, and it's never stopped working, never broken a boat, anything like that. So it seems like it, 100%, as long as you build it right, 100% consistency, and then basically you just have a super fast elevator that you can take up anytime you want. So whenever I build a tower or anything really tall I guess it wouldn't look too out of place, because I mean that really does look out of place on a lighthouse, right? I mean, hope I'm not alone in that thought process. So I would really like to do that. Plus it looked awesome. Damn, night's already I'm only half over. I really don't like building during the nighttime. I mean, if you look where I am, I don't think much is gonna threaten me, unless like God himself were to strike me down on the spot. Hope I don't offend anybody who not necessarily Christian or anything like that. So, but bad example. But if the powers that be were to decide they didn't like me building this lighthouse, and that's pretty much the only thing I could be in danger of. Even a skeleton couldn't touch me from here, but I just have that lingering feeling that I'm not safe. And I guess you can call it trained. Minecraft has trained me to fear the night now. I've had a few pieces of diamond armor in the past, in some of my other videos, and those things protect you really, really well. But I mean, it's just not safe out there at night. Matter of fact, I wonder if you can even see. I didn't even consider turning up brightness or anything like that. This might just be like an 8-minute long civic segment in pitch black, and if that's the case, I really apologize. But alright, so I'm gonna go down and then ooh, I landed on the ladder. So that's, I guess, if that's such an advantage, the ladder being able to save you like that, if you miscalculate, it will very much kill you in the same manner. Alright, let's do some pro torch placing. Yeah. Ooh, don't fail. Yes. Yes. Ooh. This is fun, but oh, not when you do that. That's no fun. Symmetry. Can I go up at an angle? Like, judge it perfectly? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So that's looking pretty cool. Obviously, I don't want it visible from the outside. How much stone do I have left? Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna keep building until I'm satisfied with how tall it is. I don't want to build it too tall, because it might look ridiculous. Also, I kind of learned this lesson in my last world that I was playing. I built, for any of you who are World of Warcraft fans, and I don't play that game anymore now, I just don't have the time to dedicate to something like that. Not necessarily because it just takes an inordinate amount of time by itself, but because you have to coordinate to do anything of importance in that game. You have to coordinate with others, and it's just especially because I live in Japan. It's such a pain to do something like that. Good, night's ending. All right, but for any of you who might know what I'm talking about, when the Wrath of the Lich King patch was the most up-to-date patch and wasn't Cataclysm, there's a place called Storm Peaks in that game, and inside Storm Peaks there was the tallest mountain in the game, and at the top of that mountain was a little, I guess it wasn't really little, but it was a temple that housed like one of the lore characters in that game. His name was Thorum. But I did my best to recreate that temple in Minecraft, and I was going to. This is before I knew the height of the building limitations in this game. And I was going to build that motherfucker like as high as you could possibly. Like you'd have to crane your neck in the game to as high as you possible, and you'd still wouldn't be able to see the top of it. But Minecraft doesn't let you do that. So when I built it really robust at the bottom, and just continuously made it thinner and thinner as it reached the top. But then by the time I got to the top, it wasn't thin enough, so it kind of looked, I guess, like a fat tower. if you'd like to, that video is the one, the Welcome to My Minecraft World, that's in my channel. So if you'd like to see that tower, you can go ahead and take a look at that if you want. I thought it was pretty cool. It still looks good, and when you get up close to it, I mean it's still an impressive looking structure, for height, because it is as tall as you could possibly build it in this game at the moment. But I thought I should have built it a little bit skinnier to start off with, so I don't know, it's still actually kind of bugs me, because although it does look cool, I just kind of wish it looked the way I thought it was going to look in my head when I started building it, But the temple at the top looks pretty cool, and there's a throne up there. Oh, there we go. I thought it was going to take fall damage. There's a throne at the top of that building that I'm talking about too. And I built an escape chute inside that throne, so you bust out the chair, which is just a wool block, and then you fall all the way into a thing of water that has, I'm trying to talk on ladder, balance, and place torches at the same time. This is full of fail, I'm sure. Ooh. Okay, anyways. Oh, what the fuck was that? It was lame. Anyways, so, and I lost my train of thought. That's always not embarrassing at all. Also, okay. So you drop from the top into a chute of water, just a thing of water with a ladder inside of it. So you drop it's like a drop in the square of water, and as long as you don't move when you're falling down, it's like a quick king's escape chute. That's a tongue twister. A king's escape chute, pretty much. So I would place a block, get on the ladder that lowers yourself down before you do a free fall, and then place a block again like that, and then drop down. So I thought it was pretty cool. And I have like a kind of a highway in that video as well. So if you'd like to, please go check it out. It's a pretty cool video, I think. My first Minecraft video I ever made. All right, let's take a look at this thing, shall we? I wanna get a sense of how tall it is from over there. And it just occurred to me that I have no clue how long this video is. So I will cut the video right now for a second, so I can check how much time is left, or how long this video has been going, and then I'll cut it back in when I'm on the other shore. Okay, that's not quite as tall as I wanted it to be, so I'm thinking it needs to be at least twice that tall. So I used 8 ladders to build it, I think, so I'll probably try to go through the rest of the 11 ladders that I have. Anyways, this video is longer than I wanted it to be. It's coming up on 25 minutes. I didn't intend for it to be that long, so I will cut it now and then continue construction in another video some other time. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.